Simulating demolished buildings. Each designed to present one or more basic rescue problems and designed to be built for practically nothing in your hometown. Take a good look at this easily built structure with its many carefully planned, multiple-use features. Here, you learn by doing. For example, an exercise to teach you how to reach places where people hide under pressure of fear. The homemade smoke generator in the room below creates an atmosphere of realism. Students learn two methods of rescue under smoke conditions, with and without smoke masks. Without a mask, the rescue team member enters and searches a room on all fours, taking advantage of good air close to the floor beneath the smoke. Later in his training, he is taught to use a smoke mask. Then he can move in an upright position. A member of the family is located and is now removed by means of the fireman's draft, a technique for moving an unconscious person to safety. This member of the family is removed out of a window by means of the basket roller, a technique for semi-conscious or unconscious casualties. Early in their training, students learn how to lash a casualty to a ladder in preparation for a number of exercises within the two-story building. First, bridging across an open space from one building to the next. A vertical raise through a hole in the ceiling. And in a vertical lower down the station. Here, a 4-point suspension as the casualty is removed from a dangerous location through a hole in the floor. Now, a casualty is lowered in a horizontal position. Bringing a casualty down the ladder. Student is taught to be prepared for the unexpected. The endless chain operation, a method for quick escape of large numbers of people from a burning hotel or factory. This rescue technique can save lives when fire strikes an industrial area. The gas chamber is next to the two-story building. Students become accustomed to operating under heavy concentrations of invisible gas. Tear gas makes the training realistic. Gas chamber, fire hut, two-story building. A complete facility for training wardens, instructors, or housewives in both elementary firefighting and basic rescue work. Training built around emergency situations, which may arise in many types of homes and apartment houses. But in an area such as this, disaster would bring other kinds of rescue problems. So, the need for special facilities for the rescue instructors course, for training rescue wardens and rescue squad members. Tunneling beneath debris to reach a casualty is a slow, back-breaking job with the ever-present danger of a caving. Students learn to conserve energy, make every move count. As piece by piece debris is removed, and replaced by tunnel walls. Only training can prepare men and women for this kind of work. Hours later, after many shift changes, the imprisoned casualty is reached, carefully wrapped in a blanket, and brought to safety. Here, an improvised A-frame is set in place to help remove the casualty imprisoned beneath a pancake floor. This is the situation that might exist if a blast caused the second floor of your house to come crashing down on the first floor. With the pancake floor elevated, casualty is removed from these realistic ruins. Simulated demolished buildings is simply constructed, but able to present practical rescue problems, calling for manpower, tools, and training. Constant training, special techniques. Built out of rubble, junk, and scrap, these sets have many specially designed features built for civil defense training. A corridor running the length of the rear of the set. In the back wall of each set is a small door leading into the interior. In a training exercise, the instructor can conceal himself within a set. The rescue squad must cut its way through a masonry wall to reach it. The instructor conceals himself at this point, giving a clue to his whereabouts by tapping on the metal pipe. The rescue team, following the path of the sound, has now penetrated the rock. The casualty is imprisoned by a steel beam. An asbestos blanket and acetylene torch are called for. Within a few moments, casualty is released. He is now removed to an area where practical first aid training is underway. Note that a delivery truck is used as an ambulance. Within these simulated demolished building sets, casualties may be imprisoned in space formed by various types of collapse. The D-type, the lean-to, the pancake, an unsupported floor, each presenting the need for a special type of emergency operation to effect the rescue. Here, the temporary bracing of an unsupported floor. The erection of a flying shore to place a damaged wall. A jacking cribbing operation. Sinking the shaft to enter a basement. This school for survival was built by the Federal Civil Defense Administration to show you how a training set can be built for little or no expense in your own hometown and to train instructors for you. At the end of the course, the class has completed training in over 100 different basic firefighting and rescue techniques. They are ready to return home as instructors in your school for survival. This volunteer fireman came from a town in Pennsylvania. This policeman from a city in California. This construction worker from Georgia. this vocational teacher from New England, machinist from Illinois, miner from West Virginia, civil defense official from Nebraska. Men and women sent by state and local civil defense organizations to become instructors and to learn firsthand how to build this inexpensive tool. Students are urged to duplicate the steps back home or to build their own adaptations suited to the needs and conditions of their own community using any available material. The instructor tells them that these plans and specifications are available to any city or town through their state civil defense director. If you can't do it all at once, tackle it one step at a time. First, maybe a fire hut, later a two-story structure, and soon you will have not only a training tool, but a dramatic focal point for your entire local civil defense program. Before the student leaves the school, he takes time for a last look around.
We're going to have one of these things in my town. We've got a few people who are willing to work, and they'll help me put it together. It'll get the whole town react. I can get out the uncle to help. He's the kind of guy we need. He really pitched in when that tornado hit last year. Ryan will rent us his truck. I know he will. We can do it all right. We'll have to get people to donate stuff. But where will we put the thing? Joe Mitchell might give us that abandoned garage. Then you've got that condemned house they might turn over to us. We could convert either one of them. Or if we have to start from scratch, there's that vacant lot down at the corner of Park and Main.
This man's got the right idea. He knows a way can be found. He'll have a school for survival, but back home, a lot of help is needed from the men in the local civil defense office. Then present the plan for the school to the city officials, and also enlist the support of civic clubs, unions, veterans organizations, and other public-spirited groups. The municipal engineer helps design the school to suit the needs of the community. They call on a local wrecking contractor, the owner of a lumber yard. And soon the materials are on their way. Truckloads of rubber, odds and ends of lumber, labor donated by local groups and volunteer civil defense workers. And not too long afterwards, a part of your school for survival is in operation. Our national security depends on this kind of preparedness in civil defense. With a basic training school established in every target area of America, in every city and town, millions of our people can be recruited. Millions can be trained in the fundamentals of neighborhood firefighting and basic rescue operations, ready to serve at any time disaster strikes. In the event of enemy attack or peacetime catastrophe, helping to reduce the number of casualties by half. Here is a major and dramatic means of reaching that state of preparedness that someday may mean life for you, your family, your nation. A civil defense school for survival in your hometown.